Yo, it's David Young here, aka YO, and I'm here with Respect the Vibe. So, get started right from the top. I was born in Boston, moved here when I was 1, and been here ever since. So, as far as what I rep, Palm Beach is what I rep. Started rapping maybe, I want to say it was summer of junior year, so before senior year, right? I had a homie in the neighborhood. I call him Feechie. If you listen to my music, he goes by Feechie in my music. He was really the reason why I started rapping, because we would all be fucking around freestyling and shit like that in his house. And, fucking around, I guess I was kind of nice, you know what I mean? Somewhat. So he said, I fuck with this. Like, I could see you taking this somewhere. So from that, I took it all the way to where it's at right now. And I can say I'm definitely blessed to have him put that fire in me, because I can't see my life without this at this point. But that's really the intro to YOUNG. So as far as intros, that's the real deal. Growing up, I've been a pretty reserved kid. I ain't really step out and do nothing crazy. Just kind of played video games a lot. I'm a homebody type of dude, and a nerd, so huge nerd. So video games, if I were to sum up my childhood in short words, it'd be just video games and I don't know, maybe just video games, really. So, but as far as growing up, I was just a real sheltered kid. Had mom and dad both in my life. I'm the oldest of 3. But yeah, so like growing up, it was cool. Like, I can't really say like there was anything off top that was crazy about the way I grew up. It was pretty standard. My peoples did right by me. I can say that for sure. I would say it was freestyling. Like before he even said what he said, that got me serious into music. It was the freestyling, because I've always been a shy, introverted kind of guy. So when I get around people that bring that out of me, I appreciate that. And in that situation, he brought out a side of me, like the creative side of me, like in that aspect. So I can really say that's where I really decided to get creative. But as far as like rap, I remember my first introduction to rap was I was at my cousin's house. And this is at the time blank CDs was, the thing. Everyone had blank CDs with like music on and shit. It was burning music. And he had a Pastor Troy CD. And I remember listening to that and being like, yo, whatever this is, I fuck with this. I'm a fan of this. So from there, I always had like an ear for hip hop and shit like that. And then I remember getting my first iPod back in 6th grade. And my cousins put music on it for me, because they had all the music and shit. They were older than me. And it was just basically straight Lil Wayne mixtapes, like predominantly. So I got real in tune with Lil Wayne. Like as far as best rapper alive, I have to give that to Wayne, like no question. But yeah, as far as getting creative with music, I'd say freestyling with my homies, like before I even started taking it serious, that's what really brought out the, because it showed me that this is something I could do. At first, I didn't think it was something I could do. So with me knowing that I can do it, at that point, sky's the limit. Just started going crazy. So right now, what's been in the works, and it's been in the works for some time now. I can't really put how long. It's been some years though. But I got this project that I'm dropping called Long Nights on Killian, LNOK for short. And I want to say it's 11 or 12 tracks. And it's some shit, like if you peep my Instagram, then you'll see some of the snippets I posted on there. But for the most part, if you've heard any of my last shit, I'm coming different on this one. I'm, always trying to level up in what I do. So for sure, I'm coming with my best shit on this one. But I've been working on this for a while, and I can't wait to drop it, guys. I can't wait. But with that being said, can't rush this shit. So with time, it'll be out. But definitely working on some flame right now. So the name Long Nights on Killian, the road that the studio I go to is on, that's owned by my dog and his brother. Original Works is the name of the studio. That the road it's on is Killian. So, and while making the tape, we were there for an extended amount of time, like overnight shit. So Long Nights on Killian just came naturally, because that's really what was going on. Producers that I've worked with, a lot of YouTube producers. I was on YouTube heavy while making this tape, so I want to say 40% of it is YouTube beats, and the other is my dog Nick Nombre, who's also co-owner of Original Works with his brother. So he's like, and when I say he's like the reason why this tape is gonna be as flame, like of course I did my damn thing, but like I can't do it as hard without him. So he was really the brains behind the mixing. Like he made, I think he has at least over half the beats on the tape, if not half. So yeah, like just being around him, and I met him through another homie of mine, Pint. He make music too, but yeah, he put me on to Nombre, and from that point on, it was just history. We clicked up. You feel me? Started making. I think the first night we linked up, we made one song, and then we linked up the night after and made another. So from there, we kept snapping, and now we're here. And I can say that, like, musically, this is one of the best things that have come into my life. Like him and having this studio and like doing what he does and helping me out wherever he can. So for sure, he was a big factor in like everything, like as far as getting this tape sounding the way it is. So big shout out to him for sure. Nick Nombre, that's my dog. I don't want to give too much about the tape, but like it's just like really when it comes to like rapping, like content wise, I just really be rapping about me. Like I can't speak for nobody else. It's just real like David shit. At its core, that's really what this shit is. So for all the people who don't know me, when you listen to this, hopefully by the end of that you have a solid idea of who I am. So definitely. Straight off the bat, new year, consistency. I'm not trying to have any gaps in my drops. I'm trying to make sure throughout next year you are hearing constant new YOUNG, and that's something that I'm gonna hold myself to. So best believe I'm gonna be at the booth or at the crib playing video games next year. That's really gonna be the move, but definitely gonna get shit cracking. Definitely. Now I have purchased the equipment to stream, and I've streamed a couple times, but that's where the consistency comes back in, where I just got to be consistent with it. Like I've done it, but it just fell out, so, but it's something that looking forward into next year, it's been a big thing for this tape. I want to get it out the way, and I feel like that'll be a lot more stress off me, and I can ease my way into doing other things. But right now, main focus is music. Streaming would be cool right now, but I can't really say that my heart isn't streaming as much as I would want it to be. I just got to get on it, but I definitely have the stuff to do it. So hopefully, if I stick to my word, which I plan on doing, next year you're definitely going to be seeing some YOUNG streaming. I think it's tonight, 22, no spaces on Twitch. If you guys want to go ahead and follow now. But I'm definitely going to get active next year. You go hold me to that. I've been living more, I can't say I put too much thought in too far ahead of time right now. I'm kind of, more focused in the moment right now. But as far as where I want to take this music, I know for sure I want to take this music as far as I can go. In my heart, I do this music because I love it. But I know for sure, seeing how people can make money in this game, I realistically want to do what I love and make sure everyone in my life is straight and not have to work another day in their life. So if I can accomplish that, that's really my end game goal with this music shit, is to do what I love and be able to make sure everyone in my life is straight, support wise. They don't have to worry about nothing. So as far as where I want to take it, that's basically where I'm at that point. I'm the happiest man on the planet, realistically. So that's another reason why Feechi's the GOAT. Feechi is the reason why my swag is crazy, because he's the one who showed me that swag is a thing. Before that, I was putting shit on, but I didn't know that there was levels to the game, and I can't say that I'm super into fashion. I know I can pick this out, that out, but when it comes to buying shit that I like I guess I got a good eye because of Feechi, how he put me on. But for sure, when it comes to fashion, if I like something, I scoop it. And Pokemon is really usually a go-to for me. So if it's Pokemon related, 9 out of 10 I'm probably gonna buy it. If it looks good though. Some Pokemon shit don't look too good. But if it's Pokemon related and it looks gas, I'll do something for sure. But fashion, yeah, definitely like to look good. Swag is a big part of this shit for me. So, gaming right now, Scarlet and Violet, being a Pokemon fan, at my core, Pokemon, the newest release, Scarlet and Violet, I've been playing that heavy. Super Smash Brothers is another go-to staple for me. I play that a lot, a decent amount. I PC game a lot too. I don't know if it's some obscure games like Gunfire Reborn. It's a roguelike shooter. I fuck with that heavy. Risk of Rain, another roguelike. I fuck with that heavy. Got me on the spot. Just know a nigga be gaming though. I may not remember all the games, but a nigga be gaming. I'll tell you that much. But it's predominantly Pokemon. Don't get it twisted. When it comes to Pokemon, I'm seeing any rapper in Pokemon. I'm seeing any of them. I don't care who you are. If you play Pokemon and you've seen this and you rap, I will destroy you. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, you feel me? I be dabbling in hella other shit. But Halo is a big, when it comes to shooters, Halo 3 is the GOAT for me. I'll play Halo 3 on the Master Chief Collection. But I'm not a super crazy shooter guy. I'll play, but I'm not the best. But I Halo 3 is definitely fun for me. Call of Duty is cool too. But like I said, I'm just not the best. So once I get slapped up like 3 games in a row, I'm pretty much good on that. But for sure, it's like I'll play like, you know, the main games for sure. So no sports games though. I don't do that. I don't do sports games. 2K, y'all can have that. Big influences on my music. Solomon the God, as far as drive, that's one person I can say, like, being around him and how he does music, if there's something that needs to get done, if he can do it himself, he'll do it himself. You know what I mean? Just seeing that self-sufficient, like way that the self-sufficient way that he like worked, like he could just do everything. Like he could produce, mix his own shit, you know, do it all. Like if he wanted to shoot a video, get his own camera and do something. Like I just thought that was super dope. So I always like saw his drive as something I like to aspire like to have. So Solomon the God was like a pretty huge like inspiration on like my process in making music. And thinking about it now, like as far as my style, like and how I make music, I'd say that was the main, if not only, influence. Like I can't really say, cause like I really be to myself a lot when it comes to doing my shit. Like I like to be a lone wolf when I work on my music. I'm usually out back in my crib just smoking like by myself. So that's when that's how I get my best work done. So with that, like I don't really like have people like kind of putting any type of like inspiration on how I make shit. Like it's really just how I've been doing it for a while and having it evolve like over time. But I'd say Solomon was definitely like as far as how often I do that, Solomon played a big part in that, because like seeing how like that drive that he had, it was inspirational. So I just try to aspire to, you know, keep that shit going same way he kept that shit going. So actually, I think my most played song on SoundCloud is literally with him, and I can wholeheartedly say that was because of him. And I'm not saying like I did that for that reason, but the fact that someone at that time when I made that song, I want to say that was either the 3rd song or 2nd song I've ever recorded, but that was the 1st song I ever put out. And he didn't have to do that at that time, where his name was and all that. Like, and I had just met him maybe like not too long ago. He showed mad love, and we met in Orlando, and we ended up migrating back down to Palm Beach and like linking up down here too. And it was just like, I don't know, he just showed mad love, and I just kept that shit in rotation. I showed mad love back, and you know, it was a beautiful relationship. Like really musically, that helped so much. Like like having him like around, it was, I don't know. I just really couldn't say where my music would be without that time. That like, cause he was mad motivational too. Like I'm stuttering over my words with like that. Like shout out Solomon the God, man. Like for real, wherever he's at. Like shout out Solomon. I can't stress that enough. Man, shout out all these people: Palm Tree, JP, Heartbreak JP, John Cash, Aegis Young, Tokyo, Jack Shades, shout out Buck, Respect the Vibe. Just know it's like it's dope to see the longevity and Respect the Vibe for real. Like that, this shit, like being in this, like, you know, making music for as long as I have, seeing this name be around for as long as it has is dope, bro. Keep that shit going, and I'm glad to be a part of this shit for real. Like this is dope. So big ups to you for real. You definitely, you know, you do your thing for the scene, and I think everyone. I may not speak for everyone, but I know I can say everyone appreciates that shit for real, because not a lot of people take the time to do this. So much love, bro. So me, like I'm a super shy dude. Like I'm mad introverted. I will stay and not say a word to anybody if I don't know anyone in the room. I've just been the type of person I am. But I can say wholeheartedly, like being as shy as I am, being like doing everything, like, and going everywhere this music has taken me, knowing how shy I am as a person blows my mind. Like the fact that I'm sitting here in front of a camera and doing all this, like this was not the type of kid like or dude I was growing up. Like I was not, like, I wouldn't be down to do this kind of shit. So it's just like when it comes to doing something you love, having the right people around you will just, like, even if you're hesitant, like that'll really bring it out of you. Because I didn't know I could, you know, I didn't know I could do it. It took someone else to be like, yo, you're kind of nice at this, you should do it. For me to be like, all right, let me try. And then, you know, really fucking with it. So, like, when it comes to, like, being hesitant, if you have, like, the right support system, like, I guarantee you can take that shit anywhere. And if you're really shy, like, don't beat yourself up over it. Like I know it's hard to step out of your comfort zone. It's something I practice. I'm working on actively to this day, but like just having the right people around you will just exponentially help you out. So that's, if I were to give a piece to anyone like in my situation, like being as shy as I am, it would just be surround yourself around good people that bring the best out of you, not the worst. Point blank.